Ancient debris. Obviously, you need the stuff to get the best stuff in the entire game. Well, in 2025, Mojang secretly added a brand new way to find this stuff, and to actually do a bunch of other things inside of the game too. And to make it even more wild, just about nobody noticed. Top of the morning to you laddies, it's me, Rachel, and welcome back to the testing series. 2 words, but I've gone ahead and made it into one because I deleted the space in the middle. Ancient debris. Obviously here, when you're thinking about getting late game, it's time to start thinking about this stuff. Now yes, when it comes to getting ancient debris, of course, just like this game, there are infinite possibilities. Not quite. There are a couple of different ways that you could go about getting your hands on ancient debris. Maybe like 3 main ones here that we'll take a look at. You could use a pickaxe the old-fashioned way like they did in the 1800s. You could use TNT, it's a little bit more modern, but dangerous or even more fancy and maybe effective, the bed. So of course, all of this will be done inside of the dimension that Jack Black suggested be added to the game, the Nether. Our first method, the old-fashioned here, we get ourselves a pickaxe and start mining. The only problem, I didn't mean to do that. I actually genuinely did not mean to do that. With all that fast-flowing lava around, pickaxes can get a little bit crazy. So, we could probably level it up and maybe make it a little bit faster by, like Danny DeVito, I just started blasting. We could take TNT and, of course, blow holes, make a gigantic craters in the Nether. Probably the deeper, the better here. But technically, you can find ancient debris anywhere inside of the Nether. We could use TNT and blow holes. If we're doing this method by hand here, we're going to go ahead and dig, we'll place TNT, we'll light it, and then we need to make sure we are good and far enough away. Not the hardest thing in the world, but sometimes you could end up taking quite a bit of damage accidentally. So that brings us to our tried and true, and I'm not gonna lie, my favorite netherite mining method of all time, the good old-fashioned bed. We place the bed down, we try and get as far away as possible. As far away as possible, you blow the bed up, and, well, yeah, as you can see there, it's a little bit dangerous. This is a great method if you have a little bit of armor. If you're just trying to swing down here really early and maybe do a little bit of mining, hey, not so much. So yes, of course, I know there are other ways to find ancient debris, but out of the methods we took a look at here, the most common ones, there are 2 major dangers here. Of course, we've got lava. It's very easy to lose track of how close you are to the fire while you're using a pickaxe or TNT. And then, of course, with all 3 main methods we took a look at today, you're in a lot of risk while performing these things. Enter the brand new, the bad boy, the spear. Added to Minecraft in the wonderful Mounts of Mayhem drop, this thing is long, and it's pokey, and it pushes you around. Armed with a spear, check this thing out. If I go ahead and run up to an unsuspecting target, go ahead and hit it, I will see that the target, as soon as I hit it, it gets a little bit of knockback going on here, and this is without any enchantments, any kind of weird sorcery going on. It just knocks things back. Even more beautifully with the spear, as you probably noticed, it's about as tall as me, so approximately 6'3". Give or take a few inches, doesn't matter that much at all. We can reach really far with this thing. 4.5 blocks to be specific. There's a lot of spear properties, but we only care about one final one for today. That last and definitely not least the spear property, well, it's going to be that the spear can hit all types of entities in the game. That could be an armor stand, it could be a boat, it could be a villager. This is just like any other weapon in the game, but combine the fact that it can hit anything with the fact that it knocks back and reaches from far. And well, what's that, my weird small-brained cross-eyed cow friend? But a light bulb moment? You say, what if I combine this thing with explosives? My friend, you're insane. Combine this with explosives. So we have TNT, we go ahead and take a spear and hit the TNT and hit the TNT and hit the TNT. Okay, so admittedly, just like that, nothing is going to work at all. My next thought here was maybe we could get a little bit of magic going on. Enchanting in Minecraft, you know, been on change for about a decade and a half. Your weird, creepy uncle knows how to do it. As you probably know, if you've ever enchanted a spear inside of Minecraft, there's a whole lot of enchantments that can go on these buddies. In fact, every single sword enchantment, just about, save for a few, can actually be equipped onto a spear, including something with fire. With my trusty but dusty fire aspect spear, I can hit the TNT and yeah, unfortunately still nothing. I could charge the TNT and same exact thing, it's a block. But wait, what did he just say? It's a block. Well, yes, just like the like button down below this video that I'd like you to hit. Well, there is a way that we could actually hit the TNT. The spear hits entities, and, entities. There is a way to transform TNT into an entity if we light it on fire and then whack it with a spear real quick. Oh, well, my friend, that's how we could get a little bit of action happening. All right, so for this one, all we need to do is take TNT, light that TNT, switch over to a spear, and poke it, and then we can hit the TNT and send it around. But a little problem here with the spear. I mean, we can see it's not being poked very far, so maybe instead, while thinking about our enchantments, all the sword ones, knock back 2. Light the TNT, knock back 2 spear, hit the TNT, and oh my god, I just sent that thing flying. All right, so this is where things get quite nice. We can light the TNT, knock back to it, and it actually moves pretty far away. Go ahead and streamline this operation, and oh man, you could become a weapon, an absolute monster, a machine, and be able to take out, well, just about anything here, and do it all from the safety of home sweet home. You know, forget about the earth conservation. We just go ahead and make a giant trench just like that with no risk at all. I've got no armor on. I'm naked. Now, before we go on and put it to good practical use inside of our world, run some tests here, there is one big upgrade that we can make right off the bat. So if you take a look at this spear, it takes like, quite a bit of time to load up. That's because the spear is so good here. If you were around during the development of this update, or you watched the Spear Everything to Know guide, good on you. You would know that the better the spear, the longer the cooldown. That would mean if we take a diamond spear and hit something with it, I mean, yeah, we have like a little bit of a cooldown, but on the other hand, if we take a wooden spear and hit something with it, how far this thing is knocking things back is exactly the same as the diamond spear, except this time, we have like no cooldown at all. We're ready to go immediately. If we want to talk spear explosion maxing, which absolutely we do, well, then what you could do, definitely not necessary, but totally could do, is take a wooden spear, get knockback 2 on it, maybe a little bit of unbreaking or mending on it as well, and then you're good to go. Instead of this stinky old diamond one, if I go ahead and use the wooden spear, I can light TNT and, well, I could send this stuff around my world way quick. Long distance shooting, spear exploding, TNT spearing. I don't know what you want to call this stuff, but it has a lot of uses around your world. Obviously, we got the one in the title that we'll put to the test in just a second. But one of my first other big ones that I thought of, this is going to be kind of hard to show it off here. My friend partied a little bit too much last night. He's still feeling a little under the weather, so. I'm a nice guy. I know exactly what I could do. Let's say my friend was charging at me in a PvP situation. Well, I could stand far back, drop a TNT, send it over to him, and kaboom. It's like PvP, a brand new type of weapon or move that you could pull out on your friend. Send TNT right over at their build or something. Oh, that's devious. Obviously, though, it's not just PvP. Maybe you're a player like me that plays, like, against entities a little bit more. Well, here we have a really dangerous structure, the outpost, and bad boys all around here. They definitely want to get to me. All I need to do is place TNT down, hit the spear, go ahead and send it over there, and I can go ahead and attack and fight things just like this. Hey, buddy, what you doing down there? Go ahead and hit that thing, and sure, I kind of miss him, but but I know he is like over there somewhere, so I could just give him a couple warning shots. Hit that TNT a couple of times, and whoopsie, throw it around. Go, boy, you're free. Fight, get him. They're the one who sent the TNT at you. Yeah, get him. He's gonna get him. So yeah, we could use this new gen TNT trick to maybe attack some of the bad boys inside of the world and keep them at bay a little bit easier or something like that. Another move, kind of perfect to show off over here while we're at it, you could use this TNT trick to maybe break blocks that are far away. Maybe we're trying to set the layout, but for whatever reason, I didn't really want to get like too up close and personal. Well, I could use this thing to blow holes or break blocks from a safe distance away. Is running around in the ancient city armed with explosives that are quite loud the brightest idea? Debatable, but we could use these explosives. If I could see. We could use this little move to like, I don't know, defile an ancient structure from like miles away. Don't have to worry about the sound. Now, you elites are pretty smart. I'm sure you could cook up even more uses for this all day long. And if you can, tell me about it down below. I'd love to hear. But the big use, and maybe the most useful use that I could think of for this new method, it happens inside of the Nether. To kick this off, we'll go ahead and re-get our really good wooden spear again that I left in the ancient city. I don't know. So, we're taking a look at something like this. We'll have just a basic pickaxe. It doesn't really matter this time. We're going to want to get so much TNT, maybe like a stack of it. And then last but not least, the other tool that we need here, a flint and steel. Get that flint and steel, and then it's time to go all the way deep down low into the nether. A little bit of time later, I've gone ahead and made it. Here I am down at the bottom of the nether, ancient debris mining territory. We'll go ahead and maybe skip past this area that I did a little bit of work in. Here's the setup. Here's how you're going to do it. You don't need any armor at all. Get down to where you like to mine for ancient debris, maybe like Y14 or something. We're going to place the TNT down. And before we do that, we're going to go ahead and dig a hallway that is 1 block wide, 2 blocks tall, something like that. So, you know, if you mine for ancient debris, it all kind of begins the same. We do the same basic setup. This time, we're going to place TNT down. We're going to light it. We're going to hit it with a spear, send it far away. And then we don't even have to move it all because the TNT moves so far away from us. It's no big deal. We could explode a big cavern like this, realize that maybe nothing is here, then what we could do is take our pickaxe, climb back up to the ideal level or whatever you want to do. Dig a few blocks out, whatever you want to do, place the TNT down, light it, hit it with your spear to move it away from you. You back up a tiniest bit and there you go. You could go ahead and do it again. Now I've crunched the numbers, I've done my calculations here. From one TNT explosion hole deep down in the nether, if we go ahead and tower back up to the level that we want to mine at, dig a hallway that is long, like long enough, something like this, then run back to the beginning of this hallway. What we're going to want to do here is light the TNT, then hit it with the spear to send it far away. Then back up a couple of blocks, light the TNT, hit it with the spear to send it far away, back up a couple more blocks, place the TNT, light the TNT. You know, it's a rhythm. It's beautiful music, baby. We go ahead and keep doing this until we eventually hit the end of the hallway right here. And what we're doing is effectively blowing a big cavern. We're making this huge exploded room down in this hallway. And the whole time right here, there is zero risk at all. I don't need to worry about piglins crowding in on me. I don't need to worry about TNT hurting me ever. I think this is the safest way to mine for ancient debris. It's perfect for those players like maybe myself that are a little bit clumsy and never seem to be able to back up far enough away. But anyway, let's say you mine your hallway out for a little bit of time, then it's time for the fun part. All you need to do is run back through the hallway, no fire or anything like that, the bed leaves all over the place, and just walk around and look around. You check the ceiling, you check the floor, you check the walls. All you've got to do is just run around in here. No risk at all. We're just walking and looking around for a little bit of ancient debris. Just like that. Oh, yes, and what's that? Why would you use a spear if it's going to consume durability? Well, I lied about the unbreaking. I forgot that it doesn't take any durability. So basically here, what I'm saying is you use the spear to make sure the TNT stays nice and far away from you no matter what, and you don't have to worry about any accidents when mining for ancient debris ever again. You can actually perform this stuff safely, easily, without needing any armor at all. No second guessing at all. Ancient debris mining, an art that many men have suffered while doing, will no longer be anywhere near as dangerous if you get a spear involved. What do you think? What's the best use for TNT spearing? Let me know down below. Thank you all dearly, deeply, and madly for watching today's video. I would like to say a warm thank you to my patrons, Grand Crazy May, Medical Boomstick, Fire Dragon 19, CVM, The Duke, Pixie Phantom, Deb K, Faithful Grimoire, Jilly K, and Lena R. Love you guys. On the end card is a playlist of the testing series. Check it out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, friend.